Imagine a man standing backstage. The lights of Hollywood shine beyond the curtain. The crowd waits. The music swells. But before the applause, before the Oscars, before the world called him one of the greatest, there was silence. There was rejection. There was doubt. What makes a man rise from countless failures to become a legend? What makes a boy from Mount Vernon, New York, a boy who once struggled with direction and rejection, transform into a two-time Academy Award winner, a producer, a director, and an icon whose words inspire millions? This is the story of Denzel Washington, and this is the story of resilience, discipline, and the unstoppable power of faith. But the real question is, what about you? Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. was not born into Hollywood fame. He wasn't handed red carpets and scripts. No, he was born on December 28, 1954 in Mount Vernon, a working-class town in New York. His parents divorced when he was young. His mother raised him, doing everything she could to keep him focused, disciplined, and away from the wrong path. But the environment was tough. Many of the friends Denzel grew up with didn't make it out. He once admitted that many of the boys he knew ended up behind bars, or worse. But his mother made a decision. You're not going down that road. She sent him to a private school, hoping it would give him discipline and direction. At first, Denzel didn't see himself as special. He wasn't the star athlete. He wasn't the class genius. He wasn't born with connections to Hollywood, and rejection came fast. When he started thinking about acting, he heard the word no over and over. Auditions that led to nothing. Teachers who doubted him. Casting directors who didn't see the spark. Imagine standing in front of strangers, pouring your heart into a performance only to be told, not good enough. How many times could you take that kind of rejection before you gave up? Most people quit, but Denzel didn't. One day when he was 20 years old, Denzel walked into a beauty salon. A stranger looked at him, studied his face, and said something that would change his life forever. You are going to travel the world. You are going to speak to millions. You are going to inspire people. Those words lit a fire inside him. They weren't just a prediction, they became a prophecy. Denzel began to study acting seriously. He went to Fordham University, first drifting, unsure, until a drama course changed everything. He realized this was it. This was his calling. From then on, he poured himself into his craft with relentless persistence. He practiced, he rehearsed, he studied, he failed, and got back up. And this is where discipline entered his life, not just as an actor, but as a man. Denzel Washington became known for his work ethic. Ask anyone who's worked with him. He's the actor who arrives early and stays late. The man who doesn't just memorize lines, he lives them. When he prepared for a role, he didn't settle for the surface. He dug deep. He researched every detail. He practiced until his delivery felt alive, natural, undeniable. When the camera rolled, it wasn't just acting, it was truth. But this didn't come easy. Behind the scenes were countless hours of preparation, rejection, and failure. Denzel once said, "Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish." Think about that. How many times have you started something only to stop halfway? How many dreams have died not because you lacked talent, but because you lacked consistency? Denzel's secret wasn't luck. It wasn't shortcuts. It was relentless discipline. Day after day, year after year, he turned rejection into fuel. Every no became motivation. Every setback became a lesson. And slowly, the world began to notice. Roles came, then bigger roles, and then came the breakthrough. He won an Academy Award for Glory in 1989. Years later, he won again for Training Day, proving his range, his mastery, his dominance as one of the greatest actors of all time. But Denzel didn't stop there. He stepped behind the camera, directing films, producing stories that mattered, mentoring the next generation of artists. He became more than a performer. He became a builder, a leader, a voice. But even with the awards, the fame, and the power, Denzel never forgot his foundation: resilience, discipline, and faith. Denzel Washington's story isn't just about Hollywood, it's about life, because his principles apply to every dream, every struggle, every person listening right now. Lesson 1, fail forward. He said it best, every failed experiment is one step closer to success. Don't fear failure. Fear standing still. Lesson 2, discipline beats talent. Talent is a gift, but without discipline, it dies. Discipline is what makes average extraordinary. Lesson 3, consistency creates greatness. One workout won't change your body. One audition won't make your career. One effort won't build your dream. Consistency, showing up every single day, that's what separates winners from quitters. Lesson 4, faith fuels resilience. Denzel often speaks about putting God first. For him, faith was not just belief, it was power. It gave him the strength to rise when life knocked him down. So now let me ask you, what about you? When the world tells you no, will you rise? When failure laughs in your face, will you keep going? When rejection slams the door shut, will you knock again? Denzel Washington did. He rose from rejection. He embraced discipline. He built a legacy that will live forever. But the real question isn't about him. It's about you. Will you commit? Will you stay consistent? Will you fail forward until you succeed? Remember his words. Without commitment, you'll never start. But without consistency, you'll never finish. So today, make the choice. Rise, fight, believe. Because greatness is waiting, not for the most talented, not for the luckiest, but for the most resilient. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for luck. Create your own destiny with discipline, resilience, and faith. Push through rejection. Turn failure into fuel. Be relentless in your pursuit. And when the world doubts you, when they laugh, when they say you can't, let your results speak louder than their voices. This is your moment. This is your time. So stand tall, step forward, and never look back. Like Denzel Washington, write a story so powerful that the world cannot ignore it. Your future is waiting. The only question is, will you have the courage to chase it? This is Epic Struggle Stories. If Denzel Washington's journey inspired you today, don't keep it to yourself. Share this message with someone who needs it. And if you believe in resilience, discipline, and the power to rise after rejection, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications because we have more powerful stories of greatness on the way. Together, let's keep learning from the legends and writing our own.